Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. And 2 weeks ago, I posted this strategy, Electro Dragons with the mass invis charge. You guys loved it, and so I thought I would update the video because a couple of you were asking for it. In the CC, I'm using the ice block, but you can change that for the freeze spell. Honestly, you could use whatever you like. I like the ice block in case your royal champion gets into some trouble, or if you need it on the Electro Dragons themselves. But now, let's just go straight into Legends League. And I know the most thing people struggle with is like, Aki, where do I actually start with my royal champion and what I charge into? Well, look, you're trying to create a path for your Electro Dragons, but you also want to get value. And I know that's the thing that gets people going. They're like, well, okay, I need value, but then I also need to set a path. What I'm going to do here is I see the monolith. If I can get the monolith and multi-gear tower down beside it, she can go either towards this air defense or this topside section, and I'd be totally okay with that because then we can set the other side funnel with the queen. But let's not waste too much time. I'm going to get my royal champion in right here. Remember, she does not outrange the monolith, so when she does come into contact and start targeting that way, we are going to have to maybe use an invisibility. And here she goes. See, this is what I was talking about. I allowed it to take 2 shots. That's fine. I'm going to get my next invisibility down. Now just every 4 seconds because we are not using the Spirit Box. You could use the Spirit Box if you like. The main reason I don't is because, oh, I messed that invisibility up. Okay, that's totally on me, but my royal champion goes in towards the core. Now at this point, because she's in the core of the base, I'm actually going to give her a rage because I feel like I can get a ton of value out of my royal champion. She'll shred through both scatter shots, and that's kind of ridiculous. Remember to keep an eye out on the clock. I don't think sometimes I do the best job managing them. I can get a little bit more seconds out of it, but you know what? We're not going to complain. We've made it all the way towards the town hall, and look at that funnel that's set. Now I'm going to snipe a shot to get some of these air defenses. I think it's probably a good thing. Perfect. I almost got the backside one. That's fine. And now at this point, I'm just going to go some E-Dragons down here. I'm going to provide the Warden, and I'm going to go Minion Prince from an angle to take care of that air defense. I'm going to go Slammer instead, and then attack this side. I'm going to go Slammer in, and then I'm going to go Warden ability early just to maintain and not take too much damage. And I'm going to go an ice block right here. Okay, that was obviously late. That's a little bit silly by me, but you know what? Still going to be fine. I want to mainly take care of that sweeper. My Minion Prince ability in a second. So far, so good. Once it targets a fire spitter is probably when I will launch it. Right here, nice. And then we can get minions whenever we want for some cleanup at the top side. Nice. Top side, E-Dragons and Dragons take out that sweeper like I was hoping, and now the E-Dragon should split up and we'll be totally good. Minion Prince is healthy, and we just completely dissect a base. So it's less spammy. It actually takes a little bit more skill because you're pulling off that RC charge, but once you do, guys, you're really, really solid with this strategy, and you won't time fail at all, I promise you. And then one other thing I want to mention is because a lot of people like to use rage spells with the E-Dragons, which is obvious, but when we're using all these invisibilities, that's why I like to have the rage gem on the Warden and don't like the healing tome. So I thought I would mention that. But at this point, everything is tanked for. I'm going to get 2 minions in here, just kind of quickly speed this up. But there's 35 seconds left in the battle, and we should be good to go. And I will see you guys in the next attack, where hopefully we just keep these 3 stars rolling in. Let's just keep these attacks rolling in here. We're feeling good. Again, let's get into a certain section. And with a base like this, you see it all the time with the islands. I want to take care of one of these single targets for sure. I have to be a little bit more cognizant of the sweepers because they can really mess up your E-Dragons. But that's okay. I'm going to try getting into one, and I can get in towards this bottom section. We have a hook tower. That's all good. I'm going to go royal champion in here. Pop her ability. She'll snipe out that archer tower, go in towards the inferno. Take care of the wizard tower, and then I'm going to see which direction she actually ends up pathing. Is she going to go for this left-hand side? Yes, she is. That's actually good for me, because ideally, I want her to actually take care of this poison tower area, because I can get my royal champion in, and then she can go towards the hook tower fire spitter kind of area, because I do want that taken down. I got to be careful, as I don't want to spend too much time here. Get some damage on this ricochet cannon. Path her towards this hook tower. Next invisibility, just to make sure she actually goes towards the right hand side. And now I'm going to use the invisibility again. If I want, I could rage here, and you know what? I'm going to do it again. A little bit risky to do that, but I think it's going to be valuable because I have a ton of invisibility. Oh, she goes towards this side. That is obviously not what I wanted. I'm going to go invisibility down and hope she can get this air defense for us, but no, she's going to mess with the CC. All good. Queen, I'm just going to snipe a shot here to take care of these air defenses. Boom, watch that. Oh, I thought we'd get the backside one. Didn't, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to spread out a bunch of E-Dragons. Get our Warden in. Slammer. Oh, I'm going to have to go Ice Block on this. I'm going to send the Slammer here for that single target. I'm going to get my Minion Prince. I'm going to pop the Warden ability just to make sure we don't take too much damage here. I might get some minions in on that air defense, but actually, you know what? It should be okay. Queen runs out of that single area. Pop the Minion Prince ability right now. That was pretty bad. It turned last second. I think I could have got more value out of it, but it's okay. We get 5 minions in here. Take care of the single quickly because it is kind of annoying, these dragons. Queen's at the bottom side. We have the Slammer pop. I want my Minion Prince to stay up, but it got hit pretty hard with the Seeking Air Mine. Gonna take some shots at the enemy Minion Prince. Almost take it down. The booger should be able to clean it up, but I have so many E-Dragons up still, and then all the air defenses are gone from the base. Queen's alive. She's going to go on the outside and start taking care of these remaining air kind of attacking defenses. The multi-arch tower actually gets taken out by the dragons, and then the E-Dragon should be able to clean up, especially because the Builder Hut's the last remaining thing that can really hurt us. But come on, is it really gonna? Our Warden survives too, which was nice. And then look, 40 seconds still left. So even with the 11 invisibilities, not strapped for time, it is usually really, really good. But I'll see you guys in the next attack. Okay, let's just keep things going here. We're doing really, really good. We have an invisibility tower in the core. That's totally fine because we can get the giant arrow to snipe through that. I already see a solid shot right here from this gold mine. Can take care of this air defense and set it off, or I could do the same thing top down from the spell factory here. Really easy to see the tiles, so that's nice. And then I could probably get the sweeper as well. So I might just get my role champion to walk down from this air defense, and then I can lock my shot off at the opposite side. Okay, we took a little bit too long to explain, but that's okay. Role champion is in. She'll snipe out that long-range wizard tower all the way over there. I'm going to get some minions in for cleanup. Just start that early. And then my role champion is logged on to by the ground expo. Not too much damage, so I'm not going to stress about it. I'll get the invisibility now as she nears. And then I'm going to be pretty selective and hope she actually goes down here because she'll be able to take care of this air defense. Oh, sorry, this air sweeper, I should say. You'll see why I did that invisibility like that to kind of keep her out of range. I really do want to snipe out this right now. So let's go here. I'm going to get the next invisibility in. Role champion's going to take a shot. That's okay. Got to keep an eye out on her. I'm going to start with my E-Dragons. Hopefully my role champion didn't take too much damage. Okay, I was quick enough with that invisibility. She's going for the ricochet cannon. I really don't need much more of that, so I'm going to just go here. If we need some invisibilities on the queen, I will use them. But for right now, we should be good to go. I'm going to pop the Minion Prince ability early. Frost everything over. Roll champions in the core of the base. I'm going to use the Warden ability now. And then this Ice Block, I might just use on that action figure. The invisibility tower is not going to be quick enough, so it's going to go down before it kind of regens there. I'm going to get more minions over here. Minion at the top side. And then, you know what? If I want, just use some invisibilities here just to keep these E-Dragons safe. They can start taking some shots and set all this area off. I'm going to go another invisibility over here, especially as we hit the Giga Bomb. Minion Prince is behind these E-Dragons, should be able to tank for it. And we should be able to wrap around this base, no problem. Even though my Minion Prince did get a little bit low, I just want him to take care of this air defense if he could. But you know what? The Angry Jelly should be able to snipe it off. And then look, minute and 12 seconds still left. Role champion part, I feel like it was okay. Not keeping her alive. I did not really need to invest too much into it. But these invisibilities that I used on the actual dragons, I don't think they got the value I was looking for. So you know what? That's something we could have possibly changed. But here, we still have 3 dragons. We have our queen up. As long as my queen doesn't get locked onto right away, we should be okay. The multi-gear tower is the last thing that kind of needs to go down. But because my queen's doing so much damage to that ricochet cannon, we have 40 seconds. These E-Dragons should be able to clear this up. No problem. So you love that. And this is what I mean. The Rage Gem effect is so nice because it speeds the attack up. Your queen's getting that extra boost. She's got the tanking. So even if the time gets a little bit close, it's not really that big of a deal because, come on, the Rage is lasting the whole attack. That's the only thing I think it really beats out the Healing Tome for, and especially because we don't have a Rage spell for the actual Electro Dragons themselves, is why I like to use the Rage Gem over the Healing Tome 100%. I would not put the Healing Tome in for this army. That's my honest opinion. Okay, let's see. Can we get another 3-star? We have an invisibility tower. Remember, that takes precedence, but I can snipe it out. Ooh, with a really good shot here. if I line up this army camp with the 3x3 radius, I should be able to take care of this air defense, set off this invisibility tower, and maybe this backside air defense. Royal Champion, I'm trying to see if I can just gut the core here, but then that doesn't really set a funnel. So I think my Royal Champion at this opposite side actually is my better bet, because once we get that multi-gear tower down, the long range one there, that will split the base that I can set my dragons in kind of from this mortar, because the Royal Champion, or sorry, the Queen Shot we've already kind of figured out. Get invisibility here on the Royal Champion. Let's see which direction she runs. She goes towards the top side. I was hoping she'd go towards the bottom side, but you know what? That is fine. I'm going to take care of this invisibility tower problem. Okay, really good. Oh, and she does go through the bottom side. But you know what? I allowed my Royal Champion to take too much damage there, but it's okay, because what I'm going to do is use an ice block on her. I think that was a good decision. I'm still going to go with the invisibility, because I just don't want her to go down. And Queen's doing her thing at the top side. I say we start our E-Dragons. Let's go Warden, come back towards the Royal Champion. Make sure she's still alive. She is. Once she takes out that multi-archer tower, that'll probably be the last thing I'm going to use. I'm going to rage up these E-Dragons, pop the ability, and they should be able to get us a ton of value. The Royal Champion's going to take care of the enemy Queen, no issues. Take care of that Wizard Tower. I'm going to use a minion here for just some more cleanup. Oh, I forgot to pop my Minion Prince ability. I'm going to use it soon-ish. Once it kind of goes for this Monolith, I think that will be a great shot. Actually, right here is good. Oh, I missed the Monolith, dude. Okay, that's bad. And now we're kind of fighting this one sweeper. We already fought the other one. That's okay. The Slammer should be able to distract for right now. Gets in range here. It's going to draw out a Seeking Air Mine. That is great. I love that. And down this Monolith will go. Minion Prince is going to lock on now and run out in front. I need my Minion Prince to stay just a little back, because I want to take care of the enemy Minion Prince. My Warden's running into some damage. We have this backside air defense to still worry about. But we have so many E-Dragons. We have our Queen alive as well. Oh yeah, guys, this base is going to get cooked too. So, wow, really good stuff. I'm loving this. Down goes that air defense. And at this point, we are mostly chilling. Other than, I just got to get this one last chain off. And with 3 or so E-Dragons left, this base is done, because all these remaining defenses are going to get zapped out. Boom. Except that Inferno. Oops, spoke a little bit too soon. But 40 seconds left on the battle. Time's not a problem. E-Dragons get the job done again. So instead of spamming E-Dragons, you guys should be using this. That's what I think. But let's go do one more attack. I think that'll be the last one. And actually, you know what? We'll do one more and then one attack with the King version, because I want to show that too. Okay, for the next attack, I was going to do another one with the Minion Prince, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just go straight into the King version. I like the Snake Bracelet and Spiky Ball. If you don't have the Snake Bracelet, just use the Earthquake Boots. In terms of the pet, I like running the Unicorn. If you don't, you can swap the Phoenix onto the King and then put the Spirit Box on the Royal Champion. Another option is the Poison Lizard. And then I also like to pair up the King once you shoot your Queen's Giant Arrow, so they can kind of set up a funnel for one section of the base. But Invisibility Tower by the Town Hall, that's fine. Let's look at the sweeper positioning. They're pointing at each other. That's okay. What I want to do is maybe path my Royal Champion into one of them. And I think from this Archer Tower is going to be a good thing. So let's go Royal Champion here, pop her ability. Instantly we can get the Queen Shot on this air defense over here, and it'll be able to get us some solid value. But we're going to keep an eye out on the Royal Champion. I don't want her to take too much damage from that Expo, so I'm just going to use an invisibility. I think it's worthwhile. We'll see if it actually was. Royal Champion is going to push now in towards a scatter shot. Got to make sure she doesn't take too much damage. Let's see. Is she going to path towards this multi-archer tower? Is she going to go towards the top side? Yes, that's where she goes. Nice. Town Hall does end up taking a shot, which is a tad bit unfortunate. I was hoping it doesn't, because my oh my, does that Town Hall ever do a ton of damage. Now Royal Champion gets locked onto again. My god, what am I doing? But I'm going to make that Minion Prince invis. That way it doesn't cause me too much more harm. At this point, my Royal Champion is going down. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to use the Queen Shot from this top side. And then I'm going to get my King down as well. Royal Champion sets that off. I'm going to get a couple minions over here. And then I'm going to fly through this funnel that's going to be set. Let's go Warden down. The Slammer I might send actually naked. I'm going to use an ice block on the action figure. And then I'm going to send this Slammer still with the regular troops. I think that would be a good decision. And then I'm going to use the Warden ability as we path through this core. Hopefully before that invisibility tower pops. I'm going to go Warden ability. King's still doing good on the outside. I'm going to use an invisibility on these E-Dragons so they can take care of the monolith. And then, come on, get it down, get it down, get it down. King ability here to just time it, make sure it goes down. Oh, I was hoping that spiky ball would hit that air defense, but it's fine if it doesn't. I still have a ton of E-Dragons up. I'm going to make that E-Dragon invis. It gets hit by the Seeking Air Mine, but I thought it could chain down that, but my queen should be able to get care of that air defense. I'm going to use an invisibility on this slammer as the balloons come out. They should be able to take care of it, and look at this. We just overran this base and still have a minute left on it, so King version did good too, guys. I'm telling you, both versions are fine. Use what you like best, and then if you have the minion prince upgrading, here's the version you can use. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. Are you guys a fan of E-Dragons? I think this is definitely better than just spamming them with rage spells and free spells, but you let me know if you actually like it. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Peace out.